It's loaded. We got a little bit of wrenching to do.
You are now watching the 2023 season of Farming with Duffy Ag.
Welcome back to the channel. So we didn't get done yesterday what we started the day off thinking we were gonna do. We gotta do it today. So foggy morning, we're gonna get right after it. We're gonna go get the chopper. And there's a reason why we're getting the chopper, as y'all, well, I guess some of you most of you probably don't actually know. So, alrighty, gonna get over, get in the International. Gotta go get the trailer, fix the trailer, get the chopper back, take the processor out, and yeah, hopefully a good day. Appreciate you guys watching along. Yep, we are getting ready to go. Let me show you. So what happened was they hit the mud flaps, or the mud flaps hit the trailer air lines. So this is the air fitting that goes into the actual deck, out of the neck, and it had snapped this piece off. So that was inside of that, like that, snapped it off. So we got to get a little piece. I don't know who this is. I don't know. But alright, we're gonna head north, grab that, and go get the chopper. Okay. So we need that little brass connection piece there, and Tractor Supply doesn't open till 8 o'clock. It is 7:52 now, and we just got to go up the road just a little bit to the trailer. Thought about hooking to the trailer, coming back here, but parking lots, getting in and out of sketchy areas with that long trailer. So we stopped at McDonald's. What do you want for breakfast? Oh, yeah. So we're waiting until they open. We'll go in. Eric's got the grinder bagger over here. Low boy is right in the middle of the bunk area. We will get hooked up to that. Fix that airline. Hopefully. It doesn't get out. Well, we got to get raised up for one. But what we got going on in here is we got to get that broken one out of there to put what we got in. Is it gonna fight me? Probably. Ugh. I don't know if Eric has a small set of torches up here or not. Let's get a little heat to her. Hopefully that will get it moving. This whole time I thought that was a steel fitting. It's actually brass, and I melted it, and it's all melted together now. Oops. So we gotta go get that fitting, which is rather hot. I'm gonna see if I can steal Eric's pickup. Unless he took his side-by-side. Okay, commandeered Eric's pickup. If you're putting this all together, Eric's the one that lent me the sprayer, which I still owe you for that. And then we borrowed his shop the other day to put the extensions on. So the lowboy was brought here because the tractors were all here to unload the rock merger. And the rock merger's been very good. Granted, we're into corn. We might not see it actually run again this year. Never mind. What we're doing, we may see it run again because of what we're doing. So we are going to get the chopper, which, yeah, and we're gonna chop grass, honestly. So hopefully it's good. We gotta run through it and whatnot. Alrighty, we are moving along. So Eric is the next corn job on the list once they get done at Skip's and Matt's there. And as you see, it's drying down here. But what we've noticed is even when it's dry like that, the corn is still at the right moisture, if not higher. So a little interesting on that. Got it all in there now. We're all hooked up, ready to rock and roll, and we'll get going. Eric's finishing up mixing feed. Appreciate his help. We gotta take the pins out of the neck, otherwise they're gonna disappear. And yeah, I think he was up to no good. He's way over there. All right, let's get going, bud. We gotta go. Got pretty nervous there, riding along, and all of a sudden I smelled like burning rubber. And I was like, great, I got a tire locked up or something rubbing. I went another half mile and I was like, I still smell it, but it's fading. Truck went by me, must have had a tire that was grabbing it or something. It's all gone now. Hopefully that wasn't me, which it really shouldn't be. This thing's rolling along pretty well. So we just went through Poland, New York. We're coming up 28 right now. And about 30 minutes out. Chopper's out back here. Gotta figure out why it's not gonna start, supposedly. And we'll go from there. Well, I've killed 3 rats in here, or mice in here so far. Might have to hold that screwdriver. Well, it's loaded. We got a little bit of wrenching to do. As far as just getting it back to where it should be. Gotta watch the low trees. I didn't show you guys much loading or anything else like that because the guy who used to be my friend, I'd still consider him a friend. He had his neighbor come and make sure I didn't film anything while I loaded it. So where the chopper was, which put it all together, has nothing to do with him. Just his significant other who made choice comments about me over the last year. Especially about my farming. And I would never ever be able to make it for a loan payment. Or a loan. Nobody would ever give me a loan because I don't know what I'm doing, which some of you are going to agree I don't know what I'm doing. But here I am. So, his parents waved to me. I talked to them at the Boonville Fair. Alrighty, we have to get this back. We're actually going to bring it to Aaron's house. I got that little, so in that 24 volt series switch, which I know we've talked about getting rid of it. There's a little fuse that goes across it. That was burnt. So I got more of them. I just gotta find them. They should be in that cloth box. And we gotta fix a few of the wires that the mice chew. And hopefully all the mice have left the chopper by now because it's run. But I did have to kill a few. So we're gonna take it to Aaron's strictly because he's got some work for me. So when we get there, we're gonna pull the kernel processor and get it back to hay. Yes, we gotta chop corn for ourselves and for Brian, whose lowboy this is. He's got 20 some acres to chop, and it's gonna work out great. I owe him for all the help he's been to me over the year. You sitting on my phone, bud? So I'm glad it's loaded. I'm glad I figured that out. Mice in it, it's part of it. The other day when I started the mini excavator, there was mice that ran out from under the tracks, so we gotta bait some things and make sure we don't have mice moving forward. I'm gonna make it down the road. We're gonna check all the chains. And then Dustin's father. Hey Dustin, your father was there waving. So we did see Dustin at the Boonville Fair. He gave us an interview of what he was gonna do with the pulling tractor. Yeah, I'm very glad that so far it's gone the way it has. I was nervous that I wasn't going to be able to get it started, honestly, so I appreciate Paul, the neighbor. He came to watch me as I loaded it for those reasons, but he did help. I saw that that was broken. He put a screwdriver, held a screwdriver there and while I started, and he watched me back up and watched me load it. So, as he said, he was there just to see how it went. He was surprised at how well it started, which I was too. The exhaust was full of water since it was sitting outside with no caps on them. But yeah, we're gonna head down the road and hopefully make it back to Aaron's. This truck ain't no speed demon, and I wish the Kenworth was together. And I talked previous on the Kenworth. It's gonna take some time and some money, but at the end of the day, that truck would be. That would have been nice to take out for this and have some legs. We'd do some highway cruising instead of 2-lane cruising and whatnot. So, alrighty, I'm gonna find my way through. This thing is sick. Make an awesome service truck for when you're in the mud. Floaters on the front, 4-wheel drive. Hell yeah, brother. Well, first little thing. This door started opening up. Well, it is opened up. Now it's shut. Check everything. That's actually pretty good. That was sharp. That's looking good. Dripping water out of somewhere. Oh. That tube's probably full of water from sitting. Trailer looks good. Yeah, that all looks good. We're rocking and rolling. Okay. Looking good, other than that door opening. And I gotta get a new cap, or new whole piece, because that keeps popping off. Pulling through Little Falls right now. Where's it got me going? When I came up through, it put me on some kind of cockeyed roads to get through. But going down and in. No trucks allowed. No through trucks allowed. It wants me to go that way. Well, clearly we're not going that way. We are I guess they're demoing the old beach knot factory. There was a lot of talk of what really was going on with it, but it looks like they're demoing it. We made it back to Aaron's, which silage truck's here too. And I'm gonna drop this. I might have some help. The tires get more and more corroded there. It's a good thing I got spare rims for this. I'm gonna drop the trailer, get it off, take the head off. I should have some help to run through it with me. So one thing that prevents it from starting currently, see how this is not connected? General light on it for you. See how that's not connected? And it should be. Yeah, that is a fusible link. And I do have quite a few more of them. I think that's my biggest thing. So, I just gotta connect that to get it to start. I'm hoping that stays there so I can just get it off. All it is a washer. Once it starts, it's good. It doesn't put power through that. But I think when I climb up it, it's gonna fall off. I don't know if it did or not. We're gonna find out in a minute. Plus we gotta get rid of freaking mice in here. That annoys me. Nope. Starts right up. Everything from sitting around. What we got to do is put the legs down, take this corn head off, unfold it, take the corn head off, and then set it down, back out. So we will need a 19, pretty much just a 19. Well, if you're new to the channel, the processors in these don't come out through the middle of it. We do have to reach down, loosen the tensioner pulley for the tensioner for the kernel processor, and then we got well, once we get the cutter housing out, you can reach in and make it real easy. And then we got to take some things off, and we'll take it out, and the processor actually comes out through the front. See, I need a service truck in my life. Once I figured out where Isaiah's key was, we got some tools. I do need an impact because it makes taking the spring, well, the tensioner spring for the pulley off, or tensioner spring for the processor off, and then the bolts that go up to hold the pan, or they go sideways. Those are the two big ones. That we got a socket for that. This is actually ready to rock and roll and come off. Yeah, I pulled the pulley. I'm trying to think if anything else is in the way. Just got to put the forks on. So forks come on, chain through here. Usually put a block of wood so it doesn't come forward, which we got that. And then that comes off. We set it on the ground. And from there, I'm trying to think. Then we just take the cutter housing itself out, which once this is out of the way, then we can get in and take the shield off. So I'll show you guys. This could have used a pretty good bath, but as you see, we got a gap right here. These are out of the way, so it is actually leaning. So when I tip it back, hopefully that block of wood's gonna hold it. I'm a little nervous on how I got it chained, but that's my only option because of not having the high mash usually wrapped around the top. So we're gonna find out. You guys are gonna see. Be gentle. I'm nervous something's still grabbing. We'll go set it down. This should be okay. Go down. You're way high. Here, go down. Go right out. Guys all went back to where they were chopping. They finished that job up today where we were chopping yesterday. And they're moving equipment to the next job, which was where I was this morning at Eric's, and that was part of grab the trailer. But where we're at now, everything's out. Processor bolts are out. We got to take the belt off, so the tensioner, and we got to take the grease lines, which are just on a spring loaded here, zip tied. And then there's a bolt right there that holds all four of the grease lines on. Yeah, right underneath. That bar is part of it.
That bar is part of it.
Yep. So when it gets picked up, then I tip it forward. Yep, keep going right up. going down. Go up now. Back up slowly. Oh, go up a little more actually. Yep, back up now. Alrighty. Yep. Go down just a little bit and then you're good to go. Okay. We are gonna run back to my place and get the intermediate pipe and get the pan and get a fuse for that one, or the, I don't know if they're called, I think they're called fuses technically, breakable links, I don't know. But we'll run back up to my place, grab those. Everything should be, trying to think exactly where everything should be. Might be on the pallets out back as far as the intermediate pipes. Hopefully we got all the bolts still in it. And then go back together. Then we got to get the hay head over, which isn't the end of the world there, but once we get the chopper back together, hay head's that's easy enough. We just got to check gearbox oil. It got an oil change not like 20 hours ago, honestly. And gearbox oil and oil in the 220 head. Yeah, we got the 300 head. Never got around to lining it up, which we haven't had the chopper for the last year anyway, so it's not like we could have tinkered on that to build the brackets because we didn't have anything to go off of. So that's where we're at. So we did not make out nearly as good as I was hoping. Here's my issues. I got I found both of these. I got both pans, which is good. I did grab my other safety, which did not have any fuses in it. Wow, that is bright for you guys. Hold on. There you go. So I got both intermediates, both pans. Found those at the house. Honestly, could not find the other bar that has the bolts. This one I had to cut one side off. We got to get a metric bolt, and that just holds it down. We will see. The guys are coming back right now. And those aren't even on. So I'm not in such a good spot. I might need some hardware tomorrow. A little fabrication going on here. Big time wrenching.
We got 8 inches of crescent wrench right here. Between the two of them.
Well.
Oh, 830. What's this one? I don't even know what it is. I just bought it. I don't know what it is.
It's an OG. It takes a man. You also have to be 5 foot tall to run it.
Oh, his or ours?
So, alrighty. We'll get it back together.
Far for grooving.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go with, this is Christian, both his wagons. One just passed us. Here's the other one. Yep. They're coming back from wherever they were. And it's almost 10 o'clock at night. They're right after it. So, boy, it's silent season. Gotta stay with it. That'll do it for today's video. I appreciate you guys watching along. Chopper is in the general area of home, which isn't a good place. Got to do some work on it. And we're going to see it chop grass. So it's going to chop grass. It's going to chop corn. As of this moment, we haven't chopped any corn yet, just to give you guys a heads up. But really excited. So appreciate you guys, and I'm glad finally things are all coming together on that, and you guys are watching along. So see you guys on the next one.